cool would it be to take a friend to UFC 300? You guys get to hang out with Jocko and then go hang out with Bo Nickal at his post-fight party. Because Jocko Fuel is giving you a chance to do just that. 2 tickets, airfare, and accommodations paid for. Plus, you'll get a VIP escort from Jocko Fuel to show you around Vegas. All you have to do to enter is go to jockofuel.com, make a purchase, or just click on the link below. Bo Nickal, Cody Brundage. Here's the question. Okay, because this got moved. And like BJPenn.com, just for example, they did an entire article on this. I read the article, said I don't think there's news here. So let me just tell you what happened. Bo Nickal had a placement on the main card of 300. He still has placement on the main card of 300, but it has been moved. He's now going to open the main card. And this became a story. I'm not seeing it. That's the part that I don't understand. Now, there's been a number of things that are beliefs within our industry that I didn't know. And it stuns me when I didn't know. I mean, I feel like I've just been around long enough and seen it all, heard. I got hit with one 2 weeks ago. George Masvidal called me crotch sniffer. I had never heard the term. So, okay. When I was doing Submission Underground and we were doing grappling events, we had this one event and it was awesome. And for our next event, we could not sell tickets. I felt like there was a mistake at the ticketing company. So I called them as a customer to go through the process to see what the general public was going through, to find out what the glitch was. And that does happen sometimes. They'll miss here and they'll tell you it's sold out. There's a WEC event that ended up having to sue Ticketmaster. Well, when they said WEC, the people weren't trained well enough and they thought they were hearing WWE. And the WWE was sold out, but not the WEC. I mean, I'm just sharing for you, like, there was mistakes that happen. Well, it turns out, so again, I held an event, okay? It's for the next event. On the event that I held, I had a purple belt that competed later in the evening than a black belt. And that, within the community of grappling and jiu-jitsu specifically, was so disrespectful. No one had told me. I did not know that they had formed an online boycott. They had formed an online boycott because of the disrespect. Now, I'm only telling, this is back in 2014. I'm only telling you that sometimes there's lessons learned, and I may not like that, but at the same time, I need to know that, right? If I decide I want to rock the boat, that's very different than not having the information in the first place. So, whether Bo Nickal was supposed to be the third fight of the night or the second fight of the night, and the mere fact that he's the first fight of the night, and I don't get it, I don't see it, I mean, it looks pretty good to me, and I don't even know that there's a big thought that went into it. There is something that went into it. Now, there's a reason. There is a reason that got moved. Bo was supposed to fight after Oliveira. So, is this a declaration that the Oliveira fight is going to be named a #1 contenders match? I think that was probably coming anyway. I'm not ready to say if that is what this is about. I do believe if Oliveira loses, that gentleman will be fighting for the title. Islam has said as much. Now, Islam has also said that he's open with just like Poirier, and he'll take him right now. But I think that Poirier and Gaethje should be reserved for each other in a BMF rematch. My own opinion. But could that have anything to do, and is that more than could it just have something to do? Is that the entire reason? Is that why Bo got moved? Is it kind of a story like Chael went through with the black belt situation? Does somebody at the UFC, meaning Dana, believe that his #1 contender should not fight before 2 guys that are just going out to fight, right? I mean, Bo Nickal and Brundage, entertainment, test them. You could apply plenty of words, right? You don't have to be a hater. There's reasons, but there's nothing on that that affects the rankings or reflects a number one contenders match or reflects title implications. So, like the grappling example I gave, does Dana believe that he should not have a number one contenders match followed by a match with less at stake? I'm just asking. I'm asking because any policy at the UFC is extremely important that we identify. When we're over here and we're trying to guess what's going to happen or we're making predictions, it's not from a perspective of what do we think is going to happen? What are we hearing? Let's get our ear to the grindstone. When we come out with a guess or prediction of what we think is going to happen, that means what do we guess or predict Dana is going to do? It's not how we feel. We're guessing and trying to predict how he feels. So if there's ever a policy, it's really important that we identify it. I mean, we did a good job over here, I got to tell you. We did not get the main event right, but nobody did. Jamal himself told us 2 days before the announcement is when the conversation came in. So there was no room for leaks, right? There was no room for us to get to the bottom of it, and nobody did. There was no headline anywhere where people were guessing that. But boy, we got a lot of it right. I mean, from Jump Street, people were saying it was going to be Conor versus Chandler. And from Jump Street, we no, it won't. Not only no, it won't, but here's why it won't. 300 will be capped off by a title match. Title fights by policy, not by rule. This is not a rule of the Nevada State Athletic Commission or any other commission. It's a policy of the organization that a title fight goes last. And if there's 2 title fights on the card, they will go by weight class, and whoever is heavier will go last. I share that with you because once we start to learn these policies, boy, they stick around for 20 years. They just don't change them very often. So if there is some kind of a new policy where a contenders match has got to go before a less significant match, I mean, I'm just sharing for you. There's something to be gathered from this. And BJ Penn thinks that they know it. BJPenn.com did an entire article on this, so they think that they know it, but they took for granted that we knew it because they never laid it out. BJ Penn might be right. I might be missing. It might be right in front of my face. But there is a reason that these 2 matches were flip-flopped in order. There's a reason that a press release came out to let us know that they were flipped in order. I don't know what it is. It has me very curious. They asked Bo Nickal. Bo did not know. Bo gave an answer, but he said, I guess. Because I'm guessing I sell more pay-per-views than the other guys. I mean, he said it as a question. And then Bo even said, he goes, there's some reason that I'm on that portion of the card. So we've always been told that more people watch the main event of the undercard on free TV, that's the premier spot. I know the appearance is otherwise, but the actual numbers support that. But Bo was saying, Bo didn't know. I fully appreciated Bo's answer on that. But if somebody knows, I'm curious. And if it is in fact a policy, it's only responsible that we identify what it is.